What up, all my fight fans? We are fresh off that fight night we had last night, Saturday night. I am talking about Ryan Garcia taking on Devin Haney. What a performance by Ryan Garcia, guys. Oh my God, what can we say? I mean, let's start off by saying everybody, as far as the boxing experts, and I'm sure a lot of the fans out there were counting Ryan Garcia out, saying he was a little bit cuckoo, saying he was going off his rockers, his damn cheese fell off his cracker, whatever you want to say. It's saying, pretty much saying he was having this mental breakdown. He was just having so much things going on with him outside of the ring, and it looks like it was pretty much him just hyping up the fight. It pretty much looked like he was pretty much selling the fight. Even though, you know, he is a superstar, you know, he is a big star in social media, he is always going to sell tickets, but now this actually pretty much hyped up the fight even that much more, because there really wasn't a whole lot of hype behind it. And we know Devin Haney. Devin Haney is a great fighter, but at the end of the day, he's not much of a selling machine. You know, he's not a big draw in the pay-per-view ratings, if you will. So at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia did what he had to do as far as selling the pay-per-view, and he, as a matter of fact, he did a very good job, if you ask me. But nonetheless, not just did he did a good job selling the pay-per-view, he did a good job in the fight. Everybody had him counted out. Everybody pretty much said he was going to get knocked out. He was going to lose this fight, and he pretty much shut everybody up. Oh my God, what a performance. What a performance. So let's get into it, shall we? In that first round, he pretty much rocked Devin Haney. Devin Haney was on Bambi legs. He pretty much was on stanky leg. He was off balance. And it looked like it was almost going to be an early night for Ryan Garcia. But at the end of the day, Devin Haney, being the professional that he is, being the champion that he is, he was able to withstand the punishment that he was receiving from Ryan Garcia and utilize some of his great footwork that he has, utilize that great jab that he has. That is something that Devin Haney has has something in his arsenal that he's able to utilize, and he was able to keep Ryan Garcia at a distance. He was able to keep Ryan Garcia from doing any more damage to him throughout the rounds. But as the fight went on, as the fight continued to go, he pretty much was able to throw in some power shots, throw in some heavy shots that landed on Devin Haney and got him rocked again and dropped him. He dropped Devin Haney multiple times. Once in the beginning of the round, a couple times in the ending, in the middle, once in the beginning of the fight, couple times in the middle of the fight, and after the ending of the fight. You know, it pretty much Ryan Garcia had some really good power shots. That's something that the story of Ryan Garcia was. He landed more power shots on Devin Haney. Devin Haney wasn't able to withstand the power of Ryan Garcia. You know, it was very difficult for him to handle that. And Devin Haney didn't have too much power that troubled Ryan Garcia. Because that's something that if you have power, then you make that person scared of trying to go in there and connect with you. Now, I will say, even though I'm praising Ryan Garcia did a lot of things wrong. He definitely shelled up and turned his back way too many times. He didn't utilize any of his jabs or anything like that to set up that great, powerful hook that he has. You know, his footwork really wasn't all that. So he definitely won being that one trick pony that a lot of people said he was. And he also proved a lot of people wrong that he has great cardio, that he could withstand punishment, that he could withstand where a fight is not necessarily going his way, because this was a back and forth fight, guys. This was a back and forth war with these guys, with these two fighters, with these two great champions had with each other. So at the end of the day, Ryan Garcia was able to withstand all that. He was able to silence the critics. He was able to give a lot of, pretty much show a lot of people that he does have cardio, that he can make it to the championship rounds and such with a high elite champion. There's no excuse there. Now, a lot of people were saying, oh, well, he was able to do that with Duarte. He was able to do that with Campbell and a few other fighters that weren't at that high level. Devin Haney was right there in the pound-for-pound rankings. Devin Haney was an undisputed champion at lightweight. Devin Haney looked like a monster against Prograis. Now, I know, Ryan Garcia did not make that weight. 3 pounds is a lot of weight. 3 pounds on for Ryan Garcia not to make, for him not to suffer, for him not to struggle, is a lot. And it probably showed a lot in the fight with Devin Haney. Devin Haney was a little bit, maybe, if he would have gave up or was able to have a little bit more 3 pounds of himself, maybe he would have showed up a little bit more of himself too. You never know. But at the end of the day, you really gotta put that on Ryan. That Ryan should have made that weight. That should have been 100%. I don't care if he got docked a couple of million and such like that. I think it was 1.5 million, 500,000 a pound. But at the end of the day, you got to be professional and you got to make that weight. You just got to. It's just very disgraceful for you not to make that weight, for you to try to have that kind of advantage on your side. Where one guy is struggling, where one guy is dehydrating himself, where one guy is putting more time in the ring, more time in training, trying to make that weight, and you're not really doing it. It's just, no, it's a very unfair advantage. But at the end of the day, I personally feel like it really didn't make too much of a difference, just due to the fact of how the fight went. If the fight was extra closer, then maybe I would have said, okay. But the fact that Ryan Garcia was able to drop him multiple times, that he was able to withstand Devin Haney's power, that he was able to turn the tables around in the middle of the fight, I really don't think it would have made that much of a difference if Ryan Garcia made that 140-pound weight cut and such. So, what's next? Ryan Garcia pretty much could write his own ticket. Ryan Garcia can do anything he wants right now. He is a superstar. He is a real big superstar. You know, he could do that rematch with Tank Davis, even though I've already seen Tank Davis tweet out saying that he doesn't want Ryan Garcia. He wants Ryan Garcia to retire. I would love to see that rematch where Ryan Garcia is at the hydration that he is at now, and Tank Davis going up in weight like he did against, I forgot exactly what it was. Maybe it was Mario Barrios or whoever it was. But Tank Davis did a fight at 140 before. So I would love to see that rematch take place. Both guys hydrated, both guys ready to fight, both guys on the even playing field. That would be a great fight. Of course, you still got Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is a great fighter himself. You know, he is he's a former undisputed champion as well, so that would be a very fun fight as well. And this fight was actually pretty close, guys. It was a little bit of a back and forth war, so I would love to see a rematch as well. I would not mind seeing a rematch. This would actually be a very fun fight. These guys are now at game 7. You know, it was 3 apiece in the amateurs, now 1 Ryan Garcia in the pros. I would love to see a rematch with these two fighting each other again. I would love it. I would love it. I would not mind it whatsoever. Or maybe perhaps the wild card gets thrown in and Ryan Garcia goes up to welterweight. Hey, the welterweight's wide open right now. We haven't really heard from Errol Spence, and we know Terrence Crawford is going up to 154. So, yeah, we could potentially utilize that extra weight that he likes to put on. Maybe he can't make that weight no more at 140, Ryan Garcia, and maybe go up to welterweight. That would be a very fun fight for him, too. There's a couple of fights up there for him to make a name for himself as well. But I feel like the money is at 140 with all the stars that he has, with Devin Haney rematch, with the potential Gervonta Davis, with the Teofimo Lopez, and a few others out there that he could actually do. So I would love to see it, hands down. As far as Devin Haney goes, again, he has names out there too. He hasn't lost anything. As a matter of fact, he didn't even lose his belt because his belt wasn't on the line because Ryan Garcia did not make that 140-pound division or 140-pound cut. So he's still the champion of the world, and he can still defend his belt. Again, he could potentially do a rematch with Ryan Garcia later on down the line. He has Teofimo Lopez that can actually be a very good, exciting fight, and he can actually go against Tank Davis as well. They've been trash-talking each other as well. So I would love to see that as well. So, guys, there is literally no shortages on opponents for any of these guys. So I would love to see these guys fight anybody. It was a great fight, guys. It was a really great fight. I suggest you go see it. Check it out on YouTube. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. You won't be disappointed. Let me know what you think is going to be next for Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney. Let me know what you thought of the fight. Like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.